Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel Mending Tree Tarot. This is a general reading for you, for Scorpio, for a month's time. Now this is a timeless reading, so that means that whenever you find this reading, it'll be good the time frame spent from when you find it till a month from then. As I said, is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. So take what does resonate with you and leave the rest behind. I'm going to start with oracle cards to kind of get a feeling of the reading to start, and then I will follow with some tarot to follow. I'll be ending it with an advice card from the Archangel Michael deck from Doreen Virtue. And we'll get started here. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, starting with Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Okay, right away there we have Unfinished Symphony for Scorpio for a month's time. To be fair, Scorpio for a month's time. Treasure Island. Let me get these so that you can kind of see it there. Sorry. Trying to make it so neat for you. All right. Let's do the tarot. And for this, I'm using Osho Zen Tarot for Scorpio for a month's time. I choose to use just read the uprights for this particular deck. The first card is Turning In. Number 4, we have Beyond Illusion. Major Arcana of Judgment. Ooh, got a couple of cards here. First one that came out, Fighting. Thunderbolt, which is the Tower. 2 more cards for Scorpio for a month's time. The Creator. King of Wands card there. And one more for Scorpio for a month's time. 2 more actually. So you get Abundance, and over that, Rebirth. Okay, give me just a moment. I want to take this in. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Tell me what it is that Scorpio needs to know. Looks like you're going through some things here, Scorpio. All right, so to start, the first thing that it speaks to me here with Unfinished Symphony, I'll let you take a look at the card there. Unfinished Symphony means that there's something that you really do need to tend to. As far as career, job, that kind of thing, I'm going to say that there's something that you have been avoiding. Some literal unfinished business, something that you have set aside that you have been avoiding taking care of, something that has been sitting in the back of your mind that you need to kind of look at again in order to make some movement. It seems as though it feels as though you've been a little bit stagnant with it. Not that you haven't been busy, you've been literally attending to other things in your life. And that happens with all of us. I know it's really easy to just be consumed with everything that it is that you need to take care of in your life. And I get a feeling that you've been pretty busy overall, and you feel like there's a specific situation that you've needed to deal with that you really feel did not need your attention at the moment. But it looks like it's kind of coming to a point where you're going to have to deal with this. And if you don't deal with this, the universe is going to decide for you that you're going to have to deal with this, unfortunately. So, and this can be in your career. This can also just be in your, I'm kind of getting not so much like it does have to do with your job, but at the same time, this can also be in your personal life, not necessarily love life. like a family issue is kind of what I'm picking up there too. Something that, like some family drama that you have going on there. Yeah. So, same idea. To be fair, this is really causing you to be honest with yourself, and in wanting, I get this feeling that you have a problem with what's going on. You have a particular opinion that you've already kind of decided on the situation, and that you know that this is going to cause conflict, your perception of the situation, and really just kind of needing to you know that you're being too polarized by the situation. And this is why you've been putting it off. You know that you need to look at this from a kind of to step away from it, and I think it makes you upset. Like, it makes you kind of angry, is the feeling that I'm getting. I know I said that in a very questioning way, but I feel like the sense of strength and determination, like strong feelings about how you feel about this, but you know there's something that's there that makes you know that you have to take a moment and you have to consider all sides. You need to be more fair in the situation, other than kind of drawing quick conclusions of the scenario. You need to look at it from another perspective. You know this is a thing, and this is why you've been putting it off. Interesting. Okay. But good news, Treasure Island. I know that sounds very conflict and upset. Good news is with the Treasure Island, I love this card. It's a beautiful card. There's a little sea turtle on there, that there is a benefit for you. There's a great benefit for you in taking the time and addressing this issue. This is going to come out better than you anticipate. It's going to come out with a very positive resolution for you. There's a destined outcome. Like, in this card, I don't know if you can see. So there's hearts, which is great, but then there's these stars. The stars are aligning for this to come to a positive resolution. Now, all that it's waiting on is for you to take the time to address the issue. Yeah, but this is going to be super beneficial for you. And it looks like it's also going to have kind of a financial benefit for you. So if this is work, this could be, like I said, like a family issue, family, friends kind of issue. But if this is work, this is going to work out to your benefit. Either that you're renegotiating a contract or something like that, and you've really kind of been putting it off, something that you need to go through, and negotiations that are kind of coming through there. If this is career related, maybe it is that you're accepting a new position, and there's some back and forth that's kind of happening there. But there's going to be a positive resolution to this as soon as you take the time to really sit with it and look at it from another perspective, other than the initial kind of gut reflex that you have with it. Great, actually. That's great. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to move on from that just for the moment. We're going to move into the tarot. It's kind of where this reading is taking me. So that's where I'm going to follow it. It's what they want to talk about. So, all right, turning in. So turning in, this is the Four of Cups, really kind of self-reflection. In traditional tarot, this means kind of being despondent or kind of bored. not happy with your lot that you've been given. And traditionally it's a person that's sitting underneath a tree, and that's that there's 3 cups in front of them. They're kind of looking at it going, you know, bored by their options that they have in front of them. But then there's the universe that's handing them a cup. And this is what the card traditionally is. What this means is you can look at it in a couple of different ways. That the universe is offering you a solution that you're choosing to ignore, that there's a beneficial outcome to the situation that you're not actually looking at, that there's a positive turn of events. It's another way of interpreting the card. What I like about this deck is that it lends itself to turning inward to yourself, that you need to see, you need to listen. I don't know how well you can see the card here, but there are people that are talking to the person sitting there meditating, like listening to themselves, turning into. But I also am interpreting this as tuning out, kind of tuning out the negative thought, tuning out the perceptions that you had. Like I was talking about before, that you've already kind of drawn this immediate conclusion about a particular situation, and that you have kind of strong feelings about it. But this is exactly what we were talking about here, needing to kind of sit with it, to be wise, to turn within, to look at multiple perspectives on the scenario, kind of taking your first gut reflex, yes, and honoring that, but at the same time honoring the fact that maybe your first inclination is not the most fair or most beneficial for you, and not only for everyone else, but also for you, right? And it looks like, so Thunderbolt, this is the Tower card traditionally, which a lot of people freak out about the Tower card. And the thing is, Tower card is meant to kind of push us off the fence. It can be an event, yes. There can be a situation that causes you to be like, forces the issue. Like I was saying, if you don't do this on your own, something that you've been avoiding, that the universe is going to make you deal with it. This can be that situation. And most of the time, in my experience, I've never really enjoyed it when the universe has decided for me to deal with something. I prefer when it's on my own terms. And I feel like if you don't deal with this soon, this is exactly it's going to come to a situation that it's going to force the issue for you, that you have to deal with this, that you have to sit with this, you have to bring this to a resolution, because there's some loose ends here that you need to deal with. And this can also be, doesn't have to be an event. If you're dealing with this can be the epiphany moment for you, where you see a part of the conflict that you hadn't really seen before, like your aha moment, that allows you to see the positive way out, the beneficial way out for everyone involved, right? So this can be both ways, but either way, you are going to have to go within. You are going to have to deal with the situation. It's either you're going to receive this download of information that allows you to see it in a new way on your own terms, and if you don't do that on your own terms, then it's something that's going to be forced upon you. And I don't know that you're going to necessarily enjoy the forced situation. But okay, all right. There's something you're ignoring. It looks like sorry to chuckle about it, but this is all about. So this is beyond illusion. This is the Judgment card. This is about being your postponed decision. This is you dealing with situations from the past. This is an awakening, enlightenment, dealing in bringing something to a resolution. You seeing beyond the illusion of how you saw it or you perceived it previously, and seeing it for truly what it is. And in this, you have the King of Wands. King of Fire, King of Passion. It's kind of an awakening for you. It causes a lot of drive for you, but it puts you in a very powerful position. As you can see, so he has this ball he's holding there in front of him. This is also right around the sacral chakra, that point of creation. This is when you do a lot of creative work, this seed of creation within yourself. It's like as people always say, there's a fire in your belly, this drive and need to do something and to deal with something. That is exactly what this card is about. It's about that drive, that passion, that knowing, that inner knowing that comes from your gut that you need to deal with something, but also the source of strength and moving forward, and that you have the ability to bring this to a resolution. It may feel like it's kind of paralyzing right now, thinking about it, that the situation is daunting to you. But it can be that it's a daunting situation for you, but you have the ability and the power and the drive to push through that. This is not a bad place to be. I'm going to say that right now, Scorpio. It's not a bad place to be. All right? Fighting, right? This is going to be the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is can be a little naive for sure, but it's also gathering information. I do want to point that out about this particular card. You are in like this pushing through, powerful, breaking through kind of energy, which may make you feel like you're ready for a fight. But that's the wonderful thing about Scorpio. You have that power, that passion, that drive, that ability to reason your way through a particular situation. You have that. And sometimes it may feel like you're in, a little kind of a stabby mood. Sometimes I think we've all kind of felt that. I have. For those of you who know about astrology, Scorpio is my Mars planet. So I definitely feel that passion, that drive. When I feel like I need to deal with something, you really do feel it from your gut, and you feel like it's kind of a fighting mode. But I would say it's not necessarily fighting, it's a passionate mode. It's your ability to kind of move through this energy. All right. And then we get into the final two cards that we have here. So we have Abundance, which is the King of Pentacles. Nothing but success here for you. And 10, Rebirth. So this is the 10 of Swords. This is going to be your end and resolution to the problem. This is going to all be dealt with. All of this is going to be done. You're going to deal and put the situation to bed, and this is going to put you in such a good place. This Abundance card is right in alignment here with the Treasure Island card. And yeah, you can take this as financial abundance if that's what your situation is. If this is a work scenario where you're kind of like you're negotiating a contract, there's also kind of a part of me that makes me think of like a legal fight, a legal battle, that you're kind of going into fight that way, and that you're going to have a beneficial outcome. Now, this can be money. I'm not going to guarantee at all that I'm saying that you're going to get a lot of money here, but in general, this is going to put you in a really good position. And this can be, as relationships are concerned, it can also put you in a really good place in abundance with relationships and with friendships, and feeling like you have a wealth of love around you as well. All right, is once you deal with this problem, it feels like you're kind of avoiding something. If we're talking about a relationship situation, that you're afraid of the outcome. And so in a way, whenever we're afraid to kind of deal with a problem that way, the unfortunate part is that you end up feeling so alone in that situation. You feel like you're kind of dealing it with yourself, but once you deal with this problem and you kind of put it to rest here, sorry, with the Rebirth card there, once you put it to bed, you're gonna feel so great, and you're not gonna feel alone anymore. You're going to realize the amount of support and love that you have around you, friends, family, and this can be in relationships as well. So if we're talking about relationships right now, if you're in a relationship, I would say that we're talking about a scenario where either you feel like something's being done that you need to deal with, that there's a conversation that you need to have that you've been avoiding. And once you have that conversation, it's going to resolve itself in a very beneficial way. All right. I would not be scared of this. I would say be fair, be open-minded. I would not approach it in a way, but all of this is saying that if this is a situation where you're in a relationship and there's something that you need to talk about that you're afraid of talking about, to not necessarily present it in a way of placing blame. You need to be more judicious about it. You not necessarily take on blame yourself either, but be fair in how you're presenting the situation. Be like, this is just clearly how I see it, and I'm not blaming you for it. I'm just saying that this is how I'm seeing it. And this is how I end up feeling about it, and it doesn't feel good. And because I don't feel good about it, I need to say something about it because it's unfair for me and to your partner. Let's say I'm you at the moment and I'm talking for you. It's like that is unfair to me and it's unfair to you if I don't say something about it, because obviously there's something that's bothering me here that we need to talk about because it's staying with me and it's bothering me. So to kind of bring it out in the open. If we're talking about relationships, that's what this is talking about. But if we're talking about career, this is definitely negotiation. This is, if not standing up for yourself, standing up for somebody else. This is about addressing something. But once you do it, you can have a positive outcome. All right. This is actually a really good reading, Scorpio. Let's get the Archangel Michael card. So I use this particular deck for advice. Now we can, if you want to, this can be about more clarity and advice about the situation I'm talking about here, or if there's a situation in your own life that you want to ask the question for, it can be for that as well. But I'm asking for a card from Archangel Michael, advice for Scorpio. Oh, you get two. Lucky you. All right. Okay. All right. Also, just kind of perfect. All right. So the two cards that you get are, it's time to leave the unhealthy situation. Your second card, keep your eyes on your targeted intention. All right. I'm going to read from the book for both of these, so that you have a clearer picture of everything that this could possibly, whether or not it's for this reading or for yourself. But I'm going to read this card first. All right. Archangel Michael has heard your pleas for help, and his answer comes to you through this card. Leave. You've been enduring a toxic situation for far too long, investing time and energy that isn't yielding helpful results. This experience isn't beneficial for you or the other people involved. You don't need to remain in negativity. Beloved one, walk away without guilt or hesitation. The angels will assist you to ensure that the parting is as harmonious as possible. And Archangel Michael will shield and protect you. Follow your inner guidance every step of the way, and the transition will be smooth. Other meanings can mean apply for a new job, detoxify from alcohol, cigarettes, or other drugs. See a relationship counselor. Speak honestly to someone with whom you're having difficulties. Eat a more healthful diet. Get a second medical opinion. Consult a divorce attorney. Move to a new home. Make sure that your environment is free of chemicals and toxins. And the prayer for this card is, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. All right, next card. All right, keep your eyes on your targeted intention. There we go. Archangel Michael has been guiding you along the path of your life's purpose. Can you feel a rush of excitement whenever you think about your desired occupation and activities? This is a signal that you're on the right path, and this card reminds you to keep a steady eye on your goals. Continually visualize that you already have the career or volunteer work of your dreams. See yourself helping people or issues that are dear to your heart. Imagine that you have complete financial security while you devote yourself to this important work. Any desire you have is viable, as long as you stay focused upon it. The path to making your intentions a reality may differ from your expectations, yet the outcome is likely to exceed your dreams. Know the angels walk beside you throughout your journey. Keep the faith and keep going. Possible specific meanings are: make a dream board using construction paper, create a collage with cut out photos and phrases from magazines that reflect your dreams. Affirm daily that your dreams are already a reality. Prayer for this card is: thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action toward realizing my dreams. Man, Scorpio. It looks like they want to tell you, you got this. You got this. Well, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me in your reading today. I hope this resonated with you or you found some benefit from it. If you like what I do here, I encourage you to please like and subscribe to this channel. Also, down below, you will find a link. If you so desire to leave a tip or donation, there's a link down below for that. And it is certainly not expected, but absolutely appreciated if you decide to do that. Thank you so much, Scorpio, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.